in terms of the eyes of the Rangers supporters, important that they go and really get after Celtic. And the $1 million question is, are they capable of being good enough to press Celtic high and win the game and take the game to Celtic with. You're quite right. I don't like the fan situation at all. I think it's rubbish for Scottish football. I think it's rubbish for the perception of Scottish football. There are no away fans in the game or allowed in the stadium. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. When I first joined Celtic, going to Ibrox and having 6,000 fans behind the goal, and the same at Celtic Park. It makes it a far better spectacle, a far greater spectacle, and I think it's sort of shameful and a really bad look for Scottish football around the world. I think it's petty, but it's something that Rangers have to sort out.
Michael, you have any thoughts on the situation of the lockout of away fans?
Yeah, I think it does diminish it slightly as a spectacle.
Not slightly, Mick. But more than slightly. I mean, it's pathetic that we're in this day and age, and in some respects, Scottish football is going backwards because of this, isn't it?
I think it's a bit sad that this is our marquee game, and if you are tuning in from outside these borders, you're thinking, why is there only one set of fans at this game? And previously, historically, it's been a tremendous atmosphere, because if you get 7,000 away fans in there, it makes it a back and forth. It does take it to another level, and that's what the reputation of this game is built on, the atmosphere. So yeah, I totally agree. I think it does take away from the spectacle. It's a shame.
Just to play devil's advocate for a second, Michael, when Celtic beat Rangers 3-0 in February last year, there was no away fans.
Yeah,
and I don't think anybody can suggest the atmosphere wasn't electric that night at Celtic Park.
Oh, listen,
game before, when Rangers were the home team and Celtic had no fans, and Rangers won, the atmosphere was electric as well. So
if you're the home team and you're cruising, the place is going to be bouncing. Yeah, of course it will be. That's not what an atmosphere is meant to be, really, Swanee. It's meant to be back and forward. It's meant to be two teams going at it.
Only asking a question, Michael.
No, I take your point in terms of noise and a party atmosphere. If your team's a home team with a full crowd and they're winning, then it's all fun and games. There might be some point. I don't see this changing anytime soon. But what happens with a time when a home team's getting beat 2-0 in front of all their own fans and they all just leave? How's that going to look on TV? Do you know what I mean? How's that going to look for the wider world if your home team's getting beat and there's nobody there? It takes it away from what I'm trying to sell this game as a product around the world practically, and this doesn't help. It makes it look petty, makes it take away from the atmosphere. I totally agree with what Chris is saying. It's quite sad at this point in time.
What's the upside of this? I mean, that's the question. What is the upside of banning away fans from this fixture, when all away fans do in this fixture is add to the spectacle? It's an embarrassment that this fixture is big around the world. It's big around the world, and a lockout of away fans. I think if you ask, both clubs sets of support that they would say the same thing. It's ridiculous. It diminishes the spectacle. So how can that be good for the Scottish game? It's like Mick said. It just makes it look just petty and absolutely nonsensical. It really is.